Alright, we should be live. Where are my windows? There we go. Here's chat, here's OBS, here's YouTube. Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. I had a question that Oh, yes, so... I can sit here and stream for a good 4 hours if that's how long the months are going to take, but I figured I should ask you guys, do you want a couple of 2-hour streams? Are you happy with a 4-hour stream? What are we actually looking at there? Because I did the poll for videos a while back, and I think it was in the 2-hour range that people wanted things. Is that the same when I'm live streaming that you guys are looking for that? Also mic check, I guess, but it looks like it's coming through. Yeah, you personally prefer 2 hours. Okay. Because I have a feeling that most people probably feel the same way, and I believe the video editor works best when I import things that are under 3 hours. I've had a couple issues with 6-hour recordings. So I have a feeling I should probably keep these short. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I mean, finals are finally over, so I have nothing to do for the next week or two. There's an internship coming up, but hopefully that doesn't get in the way of streaming. Yeah, 4 is too many hours for most people to have. Yeah, that makes sense. I had a feeling. I just didn't even pay attention to the time last stream, and we made it to 3 hours. So, you know. And welcome. Was there another thing? Oh, yes. So, Reaver's Harmony Mega Mod, some of you were here for that. The way I have these stats set up, it creates a JSON file, which is... I don't know, even... If you know what a JSON file is, that's great. Otherwise, you can open it in a text file viewer, and it'll show you a lot of the stats. I could generate all of the stats that the bot is currently referencing for Reaver's Harmony Mega Mod 2, and I'm not sure if anyone would be interested in the file for that. Also, I should probably, you know, start the game. We've given people a minute or two to get in here. We're doing... This is episode 7. We have... How many Aquanauts do we have? 28. How much space do we have on the base? We got another 12 spaces available. Okay. So we probably want another living quarters. Yeah, I think I kind of gave up on building. Well, am I going to move the labs off later? I'm not really sure what to expect. Oh yeah, we probably want a living quarters if I want to get everybody in here. 12 more soldiers! Welcome to the stream. We can go up to 40? I believe there's 65 names now? Hang on, I can check on that. How many names are we up to? It's not 0 indexed, so there are 65 names right now. Now, I don't think we actually need that many more, right? Because we still have the Seamaster, Triton, crew. How many people are wounded? Not all that many, and we just got a fresh batch. Okay. So we're in a decent spot. Now, by the end of the episode, it's very possible we need more guys, but we'll get there. We'll get there when the time comes. Actually, hold on. I didn't spend any money previously, did I? Yeah, I decided I was going to build a base this month, so I didn't have to think. Yeah, I would probably want more pools if I had soldiers coming in like that. I still don't know where I want this. Hold on. What does the graph say? So there was no activity in June and a bunch in July. I think we looked at this last month and it was nothing conclusive. Yeah, that's right. Wait, but we're already... Okay. So I think we have decent... Well, maybe over... Can we put a base up? Not here. Can we get away with this. That looks good. How many do we have left? 4? Oh, okay. So 1, 2 to figure this out, and then 1 over here. Okay. This is where the aliens were last month, though I have a feeling I don't really need to worry about this as much. This is just where the activity was last month. I have no idea if I should expect the aliens to continue being here, and even then, half of this is covered by our radar, our sonar. But there's not really... I mean, this or... Okay, hang on, I'll just rotate this way. This or this is probably one of the better 2 spots. Because you have to go here. You go down here. Probably overthinking this. I probably should just whack the base down since we're going to have a bunch of these anyway. We will go here. Something like this. Do I already have a base named South Pacific? I'm just going to call it SP and we'll see what happens. I always put the airlock here. If there's a base, there will be a lot of activity. Actually, can you build a... Ta-da. If there's a base, there will be a lot of activity. Actually, can you build a base on a base or near it? If you're referring to XCOM on alien base, I'm sure there's no problem with that. I think in the Reavers playthrough, an alien base spawn pretty much... Hold on, let me build this real quick. Not this. One spawned so close that I physically couldn't zoom in far enough to select just my base, which meant that that alien base had to die, of course. How am I building this? Is it just a corridor? Yeah. Corridor and subpen. But it was like... I think it was over here in Africa somewhere. But I zoomed in, and the alien base was like here. And when I clicked on my base, I physically couldn't even click, like, here to get just that base. So yeah, you definitely can. Oh yes, we're researching this. I believe this is what gives us access to the Tentaculate Dreadnought. Which is not something I really want. Cool. Yeah, and that doesn't give you any text, it just unlocks more missions. Oh yeah, the Naval Control Center. I don't even... What were we researching? Lance is neat. Inert Illyrium. Leads to the Illyrium exchange. It gives us carapace armor for land, which is nice. The plasma gun is okay. But it weighs a massive amount. And I don't know if there's anything here. Particle disturbance grenade detection vessel. Does the deep one? No, I wanted... What do you do? Nothing. Oh, you give us aquaplastics too. Okay. So we would eventually have gotten those without the Zarquid. Oh, squad leader. You give... Okay, we're doing squad leader. Unlocks molecular control. Okay. And interrogated officer, which probably... Yeah, okay. Using the alien... Okay. No, that's... I'm okay with this. So yeah, that's good. The second thing I remember we got, I think I got a comment on the video about this. So here we have, we're making monthly profit of about $1 million here. But supposedly the medkits are better. And I imagine that's due to the time to manufacture. It's slightly better. It looks like about 100k. So we'll go ahead and switch over to those. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and you had that happen to you. Okay. So, I guess we're just letting time pass. I don't think there's too much I had to do, as much as I feel like there's lots I should be doing. Okay, this is probably what we needed. Okay, so a night mission might be unplayable. Wait, what? Oh, we have a drone on board. Hmm. What is our equipment looking like? You still can't carry anything useful. I shouldn't... this is a problem. And I can't just use the knife to hit aliens that are on the ground. So the reason I'd actually go after the medium craft is because I want to interrogate higher-ranking aliens. But if I... There's gonna be too many aliens on the medium craft for me to just knock them out, I think. We'll probably kill everything outside and swap weapons inside. Which means, what is it, 1? Can I just... Oh, I switched what loadout 1 was. Okay, yeah, put that back. You get loadout 1. Oh, yeah. Can I get your stats? There we go. We did a pass on this earlier. This could be worse. I mean... You still have sub 50 firing accuracy. And we're gonna need the flare. Go ahead and drop a grenade. You might have to just drop the gun. This is good enough. This is... Why do you... Oh, flare. I'm gonna say, why is there a weight difference here? Couldn't switch. We want you to have a med kit still. Can you carry... No, you can just get the motion scanner. You can carry both. That's not a... There we go. You don't have smoke grenades because you are weak, and everybody else seems to be equipped. Okay. You only just noticed the green X on the exosuit? Yeah. Okay. I probably should have been chasing this guy. Long since. Oh, go back to location. It's gonna be drifting this way. Go faster, please. Ooh. Nope, go over there. Last known. What? I mean, you know what? Do this one. So... Do you remember the test... I believe this is probably the latest we got in the test run? No, this is an alien harvest mission. So in our test run, we also got 3 medium craft to land near the base. I think we did manage to kill one of them, or take over the whole thing. And I went into the file to see what was even going on. It was a Gilman, Alien Harvest, I believe is what it's called. I mean, I just said that 2 or 3 times. And it just sends 3 medium craft. There's no base or anything involved with this. So that means that this is currently what the aliens are up to. We've been seeing the first half of this. This is probably Aquatoid, actually. This might be a problem. Do they get molecular control on medium craft, the Aquatoids? Excuse me. Because, we know that the previous... I'm assuming this is the same mission from last month. And if it is, then we could be in trouble. Yes, we also have the light drone. You get 5 capacity, so you get a knife, a dye grenade, and you already have a motion scanner. If there's navigator or technicians, then yes. Okay, great. That's... Well, they haven't seen us, probably. That's a lot of aliens. Could be worse. I will go ahead and have you guys throw flares. I might not want to throw the Illyrium flares if we're just going to leave. Yeah, let's not do that, actually. If it's a Huntercraft, they'll have DPLs too? Yeah, we'll find out. How far can you throw this? Range? Okay, well that's great. What do you mean it's out of range? What do you... 37? What, was I telling you to throw your gun? No. Man, so you weren't even going to be able to throw this a good distance anyway. Okay, you can run back inside. No, you can't run back inside because... Because you will stand on top of everything. Okay, so the drone actually just can't see far enough for this to matter. Drop this on the roof, and we will play with that later. With both hands, they can't pull out grenade either? Well, yeah. Okay, so we're just not going to throw the Illyrium flares this time around. You can go ahead and drop that inside. You should move, because you can't throw anyway. Could throwing be affected by how deep you are? That wouldn't surprise me. Ooh, okay, so you can actually throw. You back inside, back inside, back inside. And there's a smoke that the drone dropped for itself. Apparently that smoke wasn't good enough. Okay. Well, who's the guy who just shot at you? Where is he at? It's an Aquatoid. Well, it could be a Gillman. So if they don't have molecular control, then we're good. Especially because we have the super cavitating ammo. Yeah, it's just armor piercing again. It's the 48 damage. But if they do, then we're in trouble and we're leaving. Can you get outside? Yeah, that's far enough to shoot, probably. You can't see it, though. Okay, hold on. Is that because there's no flare in the area? Where's Trash Panda? You have a lot of weight. So you can probably throw this a good distance. Okay, does that help your... Yes, it does. Now, can you hit the shot? Wow. Okay. Could throwing be affected with both hands full? They can't plug... Hold on, so... Oh, yeah. So, would your strategy work or not? You're trying to stop soldiers who get molecular controlled from hurting people. The solution to that is actually quite a bit simpler. The aliens aren't smart enough to recognize that... That's not what I meant. That the primed smoke grenades here are actually... They think the primed smoke grenades here will actually hurt people, so they end up just throwing a lot of these around. If you drop whatever weapons in their hand, they'll just pick whatever they have, that being a dye grenade, throw that, or run outside. Now, it is still possible that you run out of dye grenades, or if somebody gets knocked out, then they'll only have the actual Magna Blast grenades left, and then we have issues, but in theory, yes, you could use that, but what you fill their hands with is... I mean, I think we only really have weapons at this point, and I think they just switch items around. Yeah, dropping items on the ground and then picking them up next turn is a pretty good idea, though I have aliens pick up weapons on. So they would just pick them up if they got molecular controlled panicking, dropping weapons works. We saw that in Reavers. But, the short answer is I don't actually know. I would go with yes, but if you're just holding a flare and an ammo item, they probably switch weapons around. And can you drop a smoke for yourself? Yes. Okay. You run back inside. Can you throw? In theory, yes. If you unload it... with the wrong ammo, unable to shoot. I could see that. Well, the one thing I can add... I would probably just reload. Well, if there's ammo in the other hand... Actually, I don't know if that stops you from reloading. That seems like something that might work in the base game, but would have been fixed in OpenXCOM. It'd be like having an empty jet harpoon and HE gas cannon ammo. But at the same time, if the harpoon clip's just here on the belt, it'll probably do this anyway. I guess to here? Range? Okay. Can you go back inside too? Yes. Alright, the drone needs to... We probably need another flare for it, don't we? You didn't test it, so... Okay. Yeah, just theory crafting. Can you get another smoke down? Maybe? Alright, just throw it to... Where did you... How'd you get it to here? You know what? That's fine. Here's your new smoke grenade. You probably want to fly back to here, as that's where the smoke is dense enough to not get shot. Okay, so we're just gonna see how this turn goes. It's an incredible smoke. Okay, no, that is pretty bad. Alright. When you reload with a keybind, it always prioritizes ammo on your belt. Interesting. Yeah, there could be a couple of reasons for that, but that is odd. Okay, well I shouldn't be moving forwards with you. How big is this map? Big enough to be a potential issue. Okay, I have a feeling that we... Well, no, because if the aliens are all just on the other side of the map, they might not be able to hit us with molecular control. I'm going to continue to avoid throwing Illyrium flares. Zarbite flares. The special alien fuel source of flares. Okay, never mind, you can't throw. Just go outside. You should be able to throw. Though I don't know that you can throw far enough... Never mind. It's because I was gonna say I don't know if you can throw far enough for it to really matter, but here we are. And it is jumping around a little bit more than I'd like. Go ahead and drop your smoke. You just... Yeah, I kind of expected that. Alright, we're smoke creeping our way across the map. I almost feel like two of those might be useful. Yeah, and that is a pretty good solution against people going berserk. Do we have another gas cannon? Yes, we do. The drone hurts morale. That's quite funny. Okay, can you throw this far enough for it to matter? No. Good job. You should go ahead and, I guess... Nah, it's fine. Okay, well, I'd say you're the new drone, but... I have a feeling Sonic is going to make this armor... Well, no, this is still pretty strong. I mean, it's 80 and 120 from memory. The other question is, do you take less Sonic damage? 90%. I still think you're probably in danger. We will find out. 130 in base game for the cannon, or 135. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think 80 on the pistol, 120 on the rifle. I'm not sure. Why do I have... Not... Okay. We'll see. I mean, if it was 110 in the front, I'd consider it, but... I have a feeling you're just going to die. Which means it's probably better to have the guys in generic suits move forwards. You have remarkably good time units. Okay, you're just pretty good. 50 strength. You didn't even end up with a cannon. Can you move? Thank you. Okay. I don't really think we can throw... Can you throw this far? Range? No. Okay. Is this over your weight capacity? No. Okay, run inside and pick up another one. And I think we'll just move most of you to the door at this point. Smoke got dropped here, smoke got dropped here. Oh yeah, and the drone died of the smoke. Yeah, if the drones showed up in the memorial, they probably would fill it up quite a bit. Especially for people who use the heavy weapons platforms quite a bit. We're not even close to the edge of the map. We're committed now. It probably isn't that bad. Alright, you need to kind of sprint this and throw out to here. Range. Come on, you have like 50 weight. Really? Is it because it's a diagonal? Why is... Okay, no, that's still a pretty good throw. You have okay weight. Take one of these with you. There's our guy. Ah! Yeah, that's why the drone died. Now, I'd be willing to guess that probably doesn't have time units. You watch someone who lost like 150 drones, primarily dogs. And you guys... man, I mean, that's probably optimal, but damn. That's funny. Okay. What I wanted to do was give you the opportunity to run outside and shoot the side of the craft with the gas cannon. Good job. You didn't hit the craft. You have a flare in hand. Put it here, I guess. What are you gonna need? 51. Yeah, you're firing a snapshot. I mean, I can't really complain about killing an Aquatoid, but I would have liked it to be this one. How are we doing with accuracy? Go ahead and take the well, but this Aquatoid reacted, fired across the map, and killed the drone. So I've got a feeling that we probably shouldn't mess with it. You know what? It is fine. You can fire an aim shot for 29. Never mind. How about you don't have time units? You know what? Take the shot. Don't miss. He almost got this guy killed. Oh, man. Okay, well, that means we're safe to engage. Unless the not gas cannon, the sonic cannon's been buffed. That's a solid miss. You are up here. You want to capture an Aquatoid? Well, if it was daytime, I would. My current theory is I should just capture everybody who's inside the USO and kill everybody who's outside. It's not exactly foolproof, but it's... Seeing as I want to complete the mission, it's probably the best we're going to get. We'll just go ahead and start throwing grenades at this guy. What's it going to take for you to prime and throw this thing? More than I'd like. You might have to throw this to somebody else. We will see. If you can't throw it, you can just drop it on the ground. Range. Amazing. Do you have time units? No. 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 None of you have time units. Okay, you're throwing. Go ahead and just get out of the way. And even if you're out of range, which, that's unlikely. That's... could have been closer. You might want to drop a smoke for yourself, and we will continue moving this way with you guys. If you dropped a smoke for yourself, you can't drop a smoke for yourself. Alright, back up a couple tiles. Is that everybody? You're up here and haven't done anything. There's a lot of Aquatoids here with real sonic weapons. Take yourself a snapshot. Okay. And you probably want to go down to ground level for the smoke to actually block you. Yeah. I mean, it probably would have hurt the Aquatoid, but it wouldn't have cared all that much. Okay. Now, where's... Yeah, okay. We are switching your loadout around. That will have to do... What's this way? 6? You're out of time units. Okay, so we'll get to that next turn. We're going to want a third gas cannon for this mission. I don't think there's a way around it. Yeah, there's our guy. Can you auto-fire this guy? Yes. Go for it. Okay, that's good. What have we killed? 4? 1, 2, 3, and whoever died way over here to a gas cannon? Yeah, okay. Somehow we need to get more flares out to the edge of the map. Can you throw this far enough for it to matter? Range, 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 range. No. Okay. Okay, that's a good throw. One of you guys is going to need to throw a smoke to... I don't know if this blocks. What do you mean this is out of range? It's a smoke grenade. Oh, you have 29 weight. Yeah, the depth might actually be affecting it. The throw distance. Are you strong? You are. You could swap to a gas cannon. I think I will let you... I'm not going to worry about it. Though, do you have flares? You do. We still need something way up here. Whatever. It's good enough. Okay, you went and shot... Oh, dear lord. This is why we killed an Aquatoid, because the entrance is right there. Where is this guy? Hold on. Does somebody here have a smoke a flare to throw? How far can you throw this? Yeah, okay. So this is going to be interesting. Can you kill this guy? Nope. Can you kill this guy? Just fire to, like, here? What did... I thought you couldn't fire that far. I would have really liked that Illyrium flare to stay there. That's about my takeaway. And we still need to do something about this guy. You're out of time units. You are... You're pretty strong. Can you throw this far enough for it to matter? Oh, no, you're out of time units. Okay. Do you have a smoke? Yes. We probably don't need smoke further forwards than this. I'll have you fly up a tile, fire a snapshot? Probably an aimed shot. Out at the side of the... yeah. Can you go down again? No, that's fine. There should be enough smoke for you. Yeah, the flares probably are going to be the biggest casualty we have. Though if this is worth anything, we can probably replace them. Destroyed flare counter? I mean, we're at 1. It only really matters if it's Illyrium, though, and I've thrown 2 of those, I think. 1 here and 1 over there. Yeah, and you have another one in hand. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is it if I just tab through. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay. Somewhere there's an Aquatoid here, and I'm almost tempted to fire the gas cannon blindly. You guys should... What's it cost for a snap? 27. Yeah, you should just sprint it up to the roof. You can't stand on that side. Why? But you can't even stand on the flare here, so that's just lost. Okay. Head over to the wing. You should drop this in favor of the bolts, and you need 27. I will have you run to the wall. Oh, you do have a flare you can throw, too. Yeah, here's our guy who died. I suddenly don't recognize this design. I kind of thought there would be... Okay, no... Where's the entrance is my question, because I want to fire the gas cannon there blindly. Is this the one with a... Is it a stingray? Is this the tail, and this is like the core of it? That's what I'm looking at. Okay. So I guess we're not firing the gas cannon at the door, because the door is not right here. Looks like a heavy cruiser. Yeah, problem is I don't actually know the design that well. And yeah, no molecular control so far, which is good. You 3 alone scouting the rest of the map in the dark is probably a recipe for disaster. I mean, we're not even close to the edge. We probably should sweep the entire outside of the map. Okay, throw this over to here if you can. No. How far? You need... Okay, well, that's a next turn thing. You guys can go ahead and juggle this forwards. Can you throw it? Why are we frozen? We are not frozen. Could have gone farther forwards, but I think the smoke's blocking it a little. Yeah, and you 3 are here waiting for any contact at all. You haven't thrown your heavy flare. Not sure you can throw it all that far, though. I mean, if you inch up to here, you can probably get it to... That's pretty good. I was gonna say, you can probably get it pretty far. You guys should continue... If I turn off personal lights. That's what we're looking at for flares. So we should continue juggling these forwards. No, it's the gun you're holding, okay. Yeah, the second we get out to the corner, though, it should be pretty easy to work our way back in. This is just going to be slow. Especially with the Terror from the Deep underwater time units. So since I see nothing, I'm going to have you all move forwards. Fuck. Okay, this is going downhill fast. So that's a problem for a lot of reasons. We might have to just storm this thing quick. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to storm this quick. There's no way around that, and I don't know that we're taking any aliens alive. That smoke will be good enough. There's our Aquatoid. That's a generic flare. Oh, that's a huge problem. That's a terrible... The MC rod. Well, the problem is having... So the stats file, I have an idea of how the base psi strength works in this mod, and it's similar to Reaver's. So the fact that there's molecular control means that this is potentially unwinnable. Good that this guy died. This is a problem. This is a really big problem. Stop shooting the same spot. We needed that guy's stuff. That's better. We will be using your heavy flare, if you can throw it far enough, at the door. Please be able to throw it far enough. One tile. This guy has since died. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it was what I mentioned earlier, where the aliens might just be far enough away to where they can't really use MC. They are now close enough to use MC, so we're just gonna have to slaughter everybody inside. I don't really think there's a way around that. We can try and capture them, but we don't really want to babysit them. I mean, we've done pretty well so far at not losing people, but we are now our own worst enemy. You don't have smokes. Do you? You don't appear to have smoke. You might be able to throw something, yeah. Throw that to here. Yeah, I might just leave you three out in the wilderness here. I don't really want to push much further than that. Leave you the opportunity to shoot anything you see. You don't really have smokes. Did you pick up a flare? No. I mean, you could throw this one. That is kind of why I didn't want to push out of the smoke. I don't think we have the ability to get you smoke coverage if you miss the shot. Right? No, we do. Okay. So throw this to here. Go ahead and take the shot. Oh well. Yeah, we'll see what happens. This could go really bad. Okay, no. So they're just using it super sparingly. We might just put all the corpses in a pile and babysit them with one guy. Okay. Well, off we go. We do have a motion scanner somewhere here, right? Yes. Only one, it would appear. Okay, we have two. Do I want you or... Nah, not really. One user I killed whoever had it. Well, the problem is I don't really believe that they spawned outside. And no, they can't have a ship full of it, but the fact that it only showed up when we started getting close to the ship means they're almost certainly inside. Okay, you're gonna have to be on scanner. You can't move all that far. Okay, well, just scan. Nothing super close. There's an ethereal clown car incoming. Let's hope not. And are you standing on a flare? No. Okay, is that another door? No. Okay. You should go this way, and we probably want the artillery support over here, because you can't really help them inside. Now we know there's an alien out here by you. Do you have a scanner? No, you're probably just gonna have to sit there. How far can you throw this? Not quite far enough. Did you pick up a flare? No. I don't want to push this close to the edge of the smoke to throw the flare. Ta-da. Welcome. And yeah, it's TWoTS. Which means we're currently trying to figure out if molecular control's a threat. Because we got hit by one attack, it was... Is your morale still down? It doesn't really look like... Yes, it is. Yeah, that's going to be a problem for us. It means I should probably juggle your gun on and off the ground, huh? Well, I moved you away. Is your bravery high? Your bravery's decently high. Do you have a smoke to throw? Do you have a smoke to throw yourself? You do. Okay. So that means we have enough smoke to where I can justify this. And then you can inch forwards, throw this way out to... Okay, maybe not way out to here. It's not even close. Okay. So there's still an aquatoid over here. Yeah, okay. And we'll have to see what happens out here. Four? Feels like... Oh, I've forgotten that you existed. Go ahead and move forwards. Yeah, there you go. Hi, bud. That's a good target. You should keep shooting him. You should have hit him more than once. Okay, well. This is where the mission goes wrong. Are you the guy who sees... You see him. Apparently this isn't real smoke. Or... Okay, I also kind of want to do this for zoning. Did we hit anything? No, okay. So there probably isn't another aquatoid out here. Yeah, it feels like I constantly do nighttime missions. I mean... It's like a 50-50. Somebody walked outside. Hold on a minute. Can you fire an accurate shot to right here? No, of course not. How far can you run? 51. We'll start here. Can you fire a shot to here? Zero. That's not a good look. This is going to be a problem. Kind of looks like they went this way. Yeah, my guess is... Well, actually, that is a good question. How do we manage zero? It has to be, like, right here on the edge of the blast. Because aquatoids don't have that much armor. We just had to roll basically 0 damage, which means damage fall-off must have put it pretty low. Unless we're no longer working with the 50 to 150 damage range. Also, scanner reads danger. Grenade, well, the grenade has even less range than the gas cannon. So at this point... do they have... We're probably better off hoping for reaction fires to kick in. So you're still a problem. I would shoot, but you are right here. You actually see him, okay. There's a good chance that that's our guy. The one who panicked had smoke. Can you throw this to, like... They could have walked in and out again, that is true. I don't really know where I want to throw this, because I can't... we'll throw it up there somewhere. Okay. If you had a scanner, we'd be in much better shape, but you don't. Oh, this is a good flare, too. Go ahead and juggle that forwards a good distance. Please throw. Okay. Yeah. And we're almost at the edge of the map for visibility here. You need to not panic again. Where is our guy? We really should bring 2 drones on these missions. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens here. There could also be some sort of a psi energy system like Reavers. They might only get to use their attack every other turn. Or every couple turns. Yeah, okay. You... That was not close to the target. Okay, can we get up to here yet? Scanner reads a guy in front of the door. Alright, I need you to not miss. Good job. Now, there's still 4 of them inside. Yeah, Solo Scout is a bit of a canary. Problem is this got everyone else caught up on it, and then we panicked, so... We are not quite... Also, there's the guy out here. Hold on. So you haven't done anything yet. Do you have a flare? You do. This Aquatoid is just gone. What do you need to fire twice? That's going to be 52. We are at the point where I'm telling people to just fire in that general direction. That puts you to here. Snapshot. I mean, I'd like you to land it here. That was not on target. We have fired completely around the space. Okay. Well, hopefully neither of you two panic. Do you have a flare or something? How far can you see? A couple more tiles before you get to the edge of the map with visibility. And you that I keep forgetting about. We'll see what happens there. I don't really want to pop your head out of the smoke. Because we can't quite see to the edge of the map, but... That'll do. Just level the hill so we can shoot over it. We're getting there. Okay. I mean, there's less aliens that turn. What does your scanner read? 5. That's not a promising number. You and your ability to fly. How far can you see? Sonar 12. Excuse me. So, I still don't know what sonar is. I want to guess that's how many tiles you can see. Is there some sort of a defaults option? Yes, but it doesn't tell you anything new. Visibility at night 12? Wait, so this guy can see in the dark. Is that what it's telling me? Sonar 12, visibility at night. You must just be able to see in the dark. Alright, hold on a second. Because it doesn't show up any different here. Yeah, you still can't see too much. Wait, it is. Yeah, you can see that extra range. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot Terror from the Deep crafts were designed like this. Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun. You can move this way. You should just continue to stand here. And the rest of us will... How are there 3 in this little area? Oh, this whole area is going to be like a big inside... Yeah. I'm not a fan. You have a big flare. Can you throw it over to here? It's close enough. There's still an aquatoid out here somewhere. You don't have a smoke. Yeah, okay. There's... This guy out here is going to be a problem. Though with the sonic cannon... Dunno. Ah, welcome. Yeah, I don't really know how we're getting inside of this gracefully. We probably do have to sweep the rest of the map. I mean, there's 4 of us, but, like, that's not enough. I didn't want you to look that way. And you still haven't moved, but that's because I don't really have a good way for you to stay safe. Okay, your scanner reads... still just aliens. I don't really know what we want to do about this. We have another scanner, right? It was... No. No. Who died? It's whoever died over here, isn't it? I don't really know what I'm looking at here. 2 aquatoids, some grenades. Something tells me we... Oh, nope, it's right here. This is the corpse. Here, you should grab this. Kamikaze? I don't think our weapons are strong enough to really make kamikaze work. I mean, we'd have to run in with a gas cannon, I think. Like, if we had sonic pulsers on our side, then I'd run in with 2 of those, throw one of them, just see what happened. Yeah, we'd have to have Magna packs, and those are just too heavy for me to really bring along at this stage. We might have killed the psionic alien outside, but I don't really want to bet on that for the next probably like 3 turns. And we're still missing an aquatoid. Yeah, okay. Do you have a flare? Yes, actually. At least you can throw that far, but I would have liked you to be on target. That's better. Okay, and you 2 are somewhat out of flares. Go ahead and move this one. How far is it to the edge of the map? Not all that far. We kind of need to do something about this corner, though I don't think the aquatoid would have... Alright, just throw it as far as you can. I guess you could... Guess not. Onto your belt. Also, we probably didn't do a mission timestamp. I don't think so. It was pretty much the start of the episode, so it's not a huge deal. Although I probably should write that down anyway, that... where are we? All the way down, episode 8. And then we have our medium... What is it? It looks like a cruiser? I'm just going to call it USO. And I'm going to guess that was about 5 minutes in. About 45 minutes ago. Yeah, we've been at this for a while. I'm not 100%... If the corner wasn't as dark, it wouldn't be an issue, but it is. Yeah, and we'll have to do something about this eventually. You're going to run back to here. You're going to move all the way over to... Can you get close enough to shoot? Yes. Okay. There's been an aquatoid out here the whole time. Oh boy. Yeah, and you're both here. Okay. I mean, you have time units. But we still don't see anything. Yeah, okay. And there's still this corner out here that we have to handle somehow. It's like 4 of you, 5 of you. You should inch forwards. There's an aquatoid here somewhere, we know. Though the motion scanner would have picked it up, it was in this zone, so I guess you're safe. Ah, we found him. Do you still see him? Does he not see you back? Ah, I can't blow up the... You have a melee weapon. Wait, that's a different aquatoid. There's 2. The last guy had a cannon. Okay. Now, if you were accurate enough to fire this thing with precision, I'd tell you to shoot here. That's actually pretty good. I can work with that. Low time units. You have a flare on your belt, don't you? Yeah. L. Okay, well. The problem is they really could be at the very edge here and we wouldn't know. I guess go ahead and take a snapshot. Good job. Oh, the base game. Yeah, that's a good call. Melee aliens means grenades. Because they do have like 4 grenades on them, don't they? Oh yeah, have we scanned this turn? Nope. One of them disappeared. This is going to be interesting. Do we still have nobody out here? You grabbed the scanner. We kind of need the scanner over here. I don't want to run you across the gap right yet. What's it cost for you to shoot? 28? I'd have to drop this on the ground for that to be useful. Thankfully they haven't worked out a strategy to pre-prime and walk in. Yeah, the game might be unplayable at that point. And that's one of those things I have thought about, because it'd be a lot of fun to do a player playing as the aliens against me. But the second they worked out they can just pre-prime every grenade and prevent me from getting any loot, game becomes a lot harder. And that's on top of the fact that the aliens have a lot more guys than you because, well, the AI is bad. Yeah, we have 1 more smoke, so we'll do that next turn. And I mean, there's never anybody here. Time units. Alright, well, you're standing here now. You can just look this way. Yeah, okay. We'll see what happens. I think everybody's probably gonna have to run inside here, though not you. The gas cannon, we'll see how that goes. And we still haven't found our gas cannon aquatoid. Because while we're still trying to breach this, I want 2 people outside with scanners, but once we do get in, the scanners are going to have to come inside. You can just sprint, right? No, you can't. Okay. Well, off you go. This one's friendly, but the... Ooh, okay. It's upstairs. Wait, is this 6? Yes. This is actually this is going to be a problem. Yeah, okay, we might just continue camping outside here. Though turn 20 hits, we're in trouble. Can we juggle this forwards? Can you even throw that? No, drop this. That's gonna be our last smoke. That should be far enough for us to actually make progress, though. And is this a heavy grenade? It is. Okay, just keep juggling these forwards. Range, range. That's better. Oh, you have smoke. Awesome. Okay, no, we're not at the edge of or at the end of our smoke usage, and you probably have some too, don't you? 1. Okay, that's good. Smoke here. This should be good enough to keep you 2 safe. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 sides. UFO the 2 sides is, I assume, what you're referring to with TTS. I would like to do that for a video, too. That just seems like fun, but... that requires some learning, and it is not a game that is well documented as far as I can see. Can you move an extra tile? Oh, you can. Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna keep staring at the door. I mean, you can move a tile, but... Incredible. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to rush this thing. Somebody's right here. Okay. Somebody's upstairs. Yeah. No idea how you'd even get it installed or working. Well, the biggest problem with UFO the 2 sides is that graphics aren't included because the guy behind it doesn't want to deal with any legal problems. Which is fine in theory, but it's not well documented enough to where you can just set up your own graphics for it. There's always random things that seem to be missing for it. This is a problem. I mean, let's see, who got... So they failed to hit somebody. Okay, just run in here. At this point, we're going to stand inside. You will be at the door. Yeah. An old guard Let's Player at Metal Canyon brought it back to life, as in reminded people that it existed, and someone took the project up. Yeah. Also, you can throw now, right? 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 Please throw this far. I could throw this far. Okay, this is going to be interesting. There's only a little corner of the map left. This side of the craft has the potential to be a problem. You over here scan. Yeah, okay. We'll see how... What is it, 7 aliens? We'll see how breaching goes. We're just gonna have to kill them. An article from 2010. Oh, that's... 2010 was 15 years ago. Yeah. Please stop shooting yourself. Please stop shooting. Are you out of ammo? You're out of ammo. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're sending it. Where's our guy? That's not what I wanted to see. You see the same guy. Alright, which of you guys worse stats? I mean, it's somewhat competitive, but Scumbot here appears to be the most expendable. According to... How? Okay, so they're downstairs. Oh, and we don't have this guy to scan. Is there somebody up here behind you? No. Interesting. They all have sonic cannons. Yeah, Scumbot is doing remarkably well despite the, what, 40 accuracy? 46 firing accuracy. Might make it to 50 after the mission. Yeah, and you're gonna need to follow. Okay, so you two are just gonna continue being... I don't really need to panic and move everybody outside super fast. But you're gonna have to be the guy who gets abused all mission. I kinda needed your smokes, though. We'll throw this to here. That should make it a bit easier to actually move forwards. And you still don't see anybody back here, which I'm concerned about. Okay. I expect people in the entranceway to get hit this turn? No, okay. You're gonna need to be in here scanning. That's better. I don't think they're upstairs. The aliens might be panicking too? Alright, Gil. Super cavitating ammo is going to keep us alive. I don't think you can see this guy. No. Okay. And you're about... yeah, you're at about the same position you were last time, so this is a good enough scanner. We are going to have to hope that another turn doesn't go wrong. I don't really want to drop the weapon and pick it up every turn, but I feel like that's probably the best solution here. We just leave it on the ground. In worst case scenario, smokes get thrown around. Oh yeah, and you should probably wander around outside here. Do you have a flare to throw? No, you don't have much of anything. Alright, back in the smoke. You have stopped panicking. I don't know that I want you to pick up the cannon anymore. You might just stand over here and continue to be hit by attacks. Yeah, energy. Okay. So you should inch forwards to here, not see anything, which is good, which allows you to juggle this flare even further forwards. Realistically, that's the last one that, excuse me, needs to be thrown. Yeah, that guy did have no smokes. It's... we're just gonna hope that this guy doesn't get mind controlled. I mean, you have nothing at all, which is good. Well, maybe not good. That means you pick it up off the ground. We're just gonna hope they don't get mind controlled. That's the entirety of the, that's the entirety of our solution. Okay. Interesting. Pick up your gun. This guy is upstairs with no items. You can't see him. You can't shoot him. Okay, where's the other two? The fact that they're panicking is good. There are still 5 from what I can tell. Somebody's probably over here. And you have a real gun. Oh, right. This thing has no ammo. Okay, you don't have ammo, so I'm just gonna leave you there. He's not looking at you, though. You still only see the one guy. Can you shoot him? Yes. No. You holding the stun rounds is fine. You probably want to back up, though. I'm going to give you a chance to shoot. You see both. Auto's going to cost you 28. Running back is going to take 28. But you have to rotate to actually take the shot. So I guess you're taking a snapshot of this guy. You missed. Okay, and you should take this thing and move forwards. Now, 1 grenade is going to be a problem. Are you done panicking? You are. Drop this. Move here. Let's see. Well, yeah, at this point, I don't think we can insulate ourselves against getting mind-controlled for them having the ability to throw grenades. But we can make sure that we're not in danger of any meaningful damage if somebody gets hit by panic. Is this it? Is the corner clear? Are we safe? Because we have the gas cannon to clear this out right now. Ah, you're good. Stamina. Okay. The outside may or may not be cleared. I'm going to leave you 3 standing here for the time being. I don't know where our Sonic Cannon Aquatoid went, unless he wandered all the way around here and was the guy sneaking around outside. And that is turn for you guys, yes. Okay. I mean, at this point, you should be the guy inside. Reload. You're still here. Can you shoot him from here? I want this guy alive. Come on. That's what I expect from somebody with 46 firing accuracy. I guess you should just kill him. Well, you probably don't need to kill him. I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, and then we have you to open the door, walk in here, use the scanner, spot 3 aliens, walk back outside. Because I want you to have the ability to... There's no alien there. Is there any alien here? There is an alien here. You almost died. Go ahead and shoot him. Good job. And no, you'll continue to stand here doing nothing. You ran out of ammo, which is fine. You'll just reload it with normal stuff. Interesting. Yeah, the ship is kind of in full panic right now. I probably will try to use these... They stunned themselves for me. Is that 3? Okay. You have stun rounds left, and this thing has 5. We're going to fully swap around your ammo at this point. You're just gonna have to carry this thing around. You're out of ammo. Okay. It's turn 21. That also means the aliens are coming after us. So this guy is upstairs here. You have stun ammo. Can you open the door? Thank you. You're gonna need to kill this guy. You needed to kill that guy. Problem is, if we just shoot him with anything else, it's not gonna... What do you mean you have 1 ammo? What are you working with? You're working with standard ammo. What are you working with? You've got stun ammo. Did I look at the right? No, you only have 1 gun. Alright, you're gonna need to kill this guy. Yeah, this is why I was thinking we probably want to use super cavitating. Also, I should probably clear the rest of the map, eh? There are no more aliens outside of this thing. Alright, everybody, back inside. You're probably stuck out here with your limited energy. No, you should be grabbing this guy's gun. The more expendable scumbot prevails. Oh, that is true. Was it just on the right side of the, Oh, you have 2 weapons here. Just on the right side of this thing. Okay, there are 2 more aliens. See if you stun yourself. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Alright, hold on, just scan. There are 2 aliens right here. I like this. You're non-lethal. Alright, kill this guy. Kill this guy too. One of these guys matters to us. Alright, hold on. Move. Drop your gun. I know. Pick up Gil's gun. Shoot this guy. Alright, Matt. Where's the last alien? Who got mind controlled? You know what? Run back in here. Come back. Alright, good. 2 operatives, 1 platform. What aliens did we get? We got a technician and a navigator. Wow. Yeah, okay. That's good. Soldier, you... Well, do we want to kill this? Also, what do you give? Apparently the technician is worth nothing. Navigator. Interrogated a navigator. Okay, well... Wait, how do we get... We don't get molecular control from any of these. Don't you need the navigator for Gauss? Well, I kind of thought we needed... Interrogated navigator... Yeah, okay, so we do need that for... But what do you do? Why do you not give anything useful? Somebody died outside super early on. Okay. And I don't think... I think I just hold on to all this. This is exclusively Sonic. There was a DPL? There was a DPL on that mission at some point. Okay, score-wise, good. Points. Stat-wise... Where's Scumbot? You got a whole point of accuracy. Now you're up to 47? And there's dye grenades. We need a few of these. Is this? Yeah, we're still doing super high numbers with this. Good. Shagass. This is... Yeah, you had the motion scanner, so you at least had some stats. Scumball was robbed. Okay. And if we go in here, we can take a look at... No... Diary. Uh-huh. What? Heavy cruiser. There you go. 1 kill. Okay, maybe it's not that crazy. You might be able to roll up on your... Okay, hold on. Now I need to take a look at that, because that'd be super useful. Okay, probably shouldn't test that on Aquanauts. So if I do... now I need to figure out how... No. Are squad leaders decent captures in Terror from the Deep? Well, in this mod they are. In the base game, I have no clue. At least getting 1 is a decent capture here, because I believe that's what we're researching now, isn't it? Yeah, it gives us molecular control here. The transmission resolver in Terror from the Deep. So in UFO Defense, the navigator gives the hyperwave decoder, but I think in Terror from the Deep, you just research one of the USO components for the transmission resolver. It's like magnetic navigation or something. But yeah, here, molecular control, that's great. Might be the same in... Although I thought that was for... I thought you got molecular control in Terror from the Deep from something like the terror units. So you could at least screen people. Even if you couldn't make use of it yourself. Medium. Are you going to land? Can we do another one of these? I mean, if that guy lands, it'll be daytime by then. Equipment. Give me another shrimp drone. We only have 2. I should probably do something about that. Give me a good 10 of these, let's say. 4 days. And we have 1 more space available. You're next. Go ahead up to the... Not you. Go ahead up to the front. Okay. Also, I should probably swap out some of the people who are good. Right, because you... I mean, 3 kills you managed these stats. Also the pool. I did manage this? Yeah, okay. Actually, it looks like it's mostly set up correctly. I mean, 42 is probably the best we can put in here. Yeah, okay. So... Been on a crazy number of missions, actually. Plague, are you actually on board? You are. You can go ahead down here. Trashed Panda was... You might have low psi score, but at the same time, everybody's gonna have a low psi score. Otherwise, I mean... Actually, no. You have terrible accuracy because you've been using the gas cannon the whole time. The gas cannon really should level firing accuracy too, because this is kind of a problem. Which means half of you are... Great. Okay, I think that's going to be good enough. We want some people who are competent on board. Medium, shallow... Just go ahead and chase this thing. Wait, it did land. Is it going to stay landed? Please be day. I don't think this is a day. You know what? We can gamble. Yeah, okay, because I think it actually does things on the hour mark. I think, I could be wrong. But that means that we have till the hour to play around with our time. Okay. Still working for me to buy them in 10s? Maybe it's a setting or something? I just tested it. Interesting. Oh, we're short of dye grenades too here. That's kind of a problem. Okay, we will... Can I name the drone? I have a feeling this won't save, but it's named... We have Shrimp and Shrimp Light Drone. No, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't even save the name. Okay, so no. You get loadout 1. I think you just have to drop this. Also, we can drop the flare, I think. You gained some weight. Good for you. Have a smoke grenade. Here we are. You are also out of smoke. Can I be the drone? Never mind. Yeah. It might save a mission, but... Well, no, it probably won't save a mission. But yeah, we'll see. You should have the gas cannon, that's why you're still here. And same thing with you. I'll have you drop a smoke grenade so that somebody can pick it up. I guess we want to drop a couple smoke grenades, huh? Who only has one? Here you go. And somebody else with a gas cannon. What I'm thinking we should do here is make that swap. We want another for the drone, so if you do this, that'll work. Did I not drop a second grenade somewhere? Right, you know what? You don't need it. It's fine. Take some ammo. Ammo is probably useful in this scenario. Next up, scanner for somebody. Here you go. That doesn't really matter. Medkit. Medkit. You can drop the flare. You guys have your items. You have both. I mean, you could carry this thing too, couldn't you? No, not quite. Yeah, okay. Chemical neutralizer is good for fire, I believe. Hopefully that's not a problem. Medkit is something we want. I mean, we want somebody to have the medkit. But everybody who's strong already has one. Here, you know what? Swap. Swap that. You can drop the knife too. Hopefully Scumbot doesn't need a knife. Huh. Probably should have left the door closed. That's why. Okay, no, we're far enough away to where we might be okay. Is this a giant map? Oh, we didn't even spawn in the middle of the map. We will shoot some people. And you know what? You have good armor, so go ahead and see if you survive a shot. Or just kill the guy. Probably should have, You can't... Oh, you can kneel. I didn't expect you to be able to do that. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably leave. I would like to try and juggle some people around to get shots off, but I don't think that's happening either. I mean, you can kneel, and you can fire over 2 layers of guys. I trust you to not... Actually, no, it should be fine. Because the guy in the front has 110 rear armor, so you probably can't hurt the guy even if you tried. Ah, it's the wrong button. I wanted to hit leave. No, it's fine. They can only mind control once or twice a turn, right? 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 Okay, good. We'll leave now. Actually, well, no, we already stayed the turn. Go ahead and shoot the guy again. He's gone. Alright, go ahead and leave. We got an alien. How'd so many of you get stats? Is it because you resisted panicking? Well, the problem is they absolutely can get everyone if they mind control or panic a gas cannon. But yeah, that's interesting. Stat gains here. You left. I don't know where your friend went. Die grenades? No longer have to worry about having too few of these. I feel like I go all the way up to 30. It'll alert me early if they're, short. Hmm. Also, there's a key that makes it possible to keep shooting at new targets, you think? That's... Yeah, so you can use control to force someone to shoot at a target even if they can't see it. There is some sort of a, like... I don't know how to describe it gracefully. It's an auto-fire thing that lets you start shooting at one target and then transfer to the next and fire a burst across a line. I don't know if it's a thing in this mod. It might have been mentioned. I know it's a thing in the 40k mod. I'm just not sure where it's used, or if that's what you're talking about. There's a key for continuous fire after auto-fire. Interesting. Yeah, that's what you mean? Okay. I don't know what the button is. There was some description for it. I think it's only the specific weapons that allow it with how it's set up. Just off of reading 40k, the entry for it. Yeah, there... Ooh. Are you coming back? Oh, it's gonna be nighttime again. Tail it. Man. It's been almost 2 hours. You know what? It's fine. Now, I guess I get to give everybody... Oh yeah, you gained a ton of stats. That's great. Slowly building up your loadout. Now, where's our gas cannons? You can have a smoke back. You can probably drop the knife, too, while you're at it. You should drop the knife to begin with. You should swap a blast grenade for a smoke grenade. Okay. I think most people are good from there. You can have your knife back. Not that you... I guess you never had a knife. Oh, we need flares. Okay, we're redoing the loadouts. Yeah, we just kind of have to swap these out for flares across most of you guys. We're going to drop the extra ammo in favor of flares. Okay, you are going to want this, and one of these. Drone, you can have a knife. Okay. You probably want a third flare. I think that's good enough for flares. We will see if this is even doable. Oh, I don't like this tile set. We are in the middle of the map, which is probably a good thing for our case. I'm gonna leave the door closed. Hmm. You are actually... No, you're not fairly strong. Hold on, what's your... UFOpedia... Submersible weapon systems? Shrimp light drone? Sonar 15. Okay, so this thing can just see in the dark. That I like. There's our craft. Okay, so we have one alien here. Inching out of the craft. Go ahead and grab this. And we probably want to throw this to, like, here if possible, and you run back inside. Okay, we'll go ahead and leave our one drone. I mean... Go ahead and sit on the roof here. Also, we can test if the name saves. No, name does not save. That guy left. Okay, so night vision drones are a go. We have lost night vision Bro, that's an insane distance to see. Okay, if we were on a flat tile set, this would be doable, but I have a feeling we're just going to get slaughtered. How do I even approach this? We have 10 guys. Because, I mean, I could rush the USO again. Well, not again. I could actually rush the USO this time. Kill everybody inside would probably fix our molecular control issues. But there's still this entire map that we have to deal with somehow. Like... The map might actually be too big. But it'd be really, really useful if we could. I mean, how much of this can we see? This is... Okay, this is not as problematic as it could be. This is... Corners are unknowns. I mean, we can almost see to the edge of the map. The problem is somebody shot from here to the drone, which means the drone can't see as far as the aliens can. Which means the drone still has to sit inside of smoke. I have a feeling we just leave and hope for a shorter mission so we don't end up with another... or don't end up with a 4-hour stream. -5 points. Yeah, okay. Now, if it lands during the day or somewhere else, we can go ahead and take a look at it. It doesn't look like it's going to. Oh yeah, here's our squad leader. Alien interdiction. Yeah, okay, there's... okay. Okay. Which of these do I actually want first? Oh, is the detection vessel what leads to the buoy? Yeah, here it is. Okay, hold on, cue that. I'm not sure... Oh yeah, the navigator also leads to... Interrogated navigator? Nothing. Um, where is using alien weapons? What? Oh. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, molecular controlled leads to molecular shield, which is a craft item? Or a craft shield? Okay, so we're probably not going to be able to use that looking at... MC Lab, alien implants, control, alien learning arrays. Do we have alien learning arrays? No, okay. So we need more components before that's of use to us. This looks far more advanced. Unlocked by mindworms. I see. Yeah, that's okay. Using alien weapons leads to using the shard weapons. Do we have that many of the shard weapons, and can we manufacture them? So if I research pistol, it just gives us info, we can't make it. Yeah, you can use energy to run. I use that quite often. That's why people run out of energy sometimes. It means it takes like 3 time units 3 energy instead of 4 time units 2 energy. And then, of course, you have diagonal tiles, but that's a whole other thing. So the alien weapons, do we have enough shard weapons? I'll have to take a look at that. The navigator leads to interrogated navigator, leads to magnetic navigation, leads to Gauss. The problem with the MC lab is it requires alien learning arrays. And we don't have alien learning arrays yet. Alien implants is... oh, requires... okay, we just... do we have an MC reader? No? Okay. So molecular control is not super useful to us, I don't think, unless this immediately... because it leads to the ability to research these. It doesn't look like it gives us anything directly. YouTube keeps eating your messages. Yeah, no, you haven't sent too much. Oh, that's funny, I can scroll and it messes with on screen, yeah. Okay. I think we're going to do the navigator, as that leads to Gauss, and that appears to be the most immediately useful one, unless I go to bases here. And what, shard? Well, okay, we have a fair amount. If you could manufacture the flask, let me go take a look at that. It just gives you info. You cannot make alien weapons. Interesting. That's going to be a problem for ammo. Depends what... actually... do shard weapons have a clip size larger than, like, 10? Is this something we could get away with for multiple missions? And even then, I mean, it's... I have a feeling super cavitating is... probably better. Also, we got a drill. Sonic pulsers, we have a lot of sonic pulsers. Shard, Sonic, Disruptor. Did we get a drill? I swear we did. Inert Illyrium we haven't researched yet. Probably do something with the damaged paladin armor, huh? And how many aquaplastics are we up to after that? 117. Aquatoid corpses are up to 31. We have 7 soldiers. We probably need to kill some of those, actually. Is this technically over capacity? -5. Okay, hold on. Soldiers. Kill. Problem solved. They have like 12 ammo, maybe more. You don't use shard weapons often. Okay. And what's it called? Not Thermic Lance. Okay. Can we use this? Is it one of those things we have to research? Is it already queued? It's already queued. That's gonna take a while. I feel like I prefer the Vibroblade. Unless the stats have been majorly changed, but... Well, I mean, I guess that's just yet to be seen. Corridor, good. We need to build a wide array sonar, which is up near the top here. It gives you waypoints to fire to your different shots. Interesting. Good, we will go ahead and go back to the medkits. And the medkits are better by like 100,000 per month than the motion scanners, at least at our current point in the game. Suspicious settlement. This seems like one of those things where I finagle the waypoint so it's daytime when we do the mission. You can go ahead and return to base. Huh. That might take priority. Actually, let's read the description. Is this the Tentaculate battleship? Danger level low. No, it is not. Okay. Let's give this a minute. Because I kind of think we go ahead and refuel you. Go ahead and drop the fuel tank. Crew. I'm gonna assume that you guys are... we actually are out of... We're running out of rookies. We'll just go ahead and grab you and... Hell, I guess? Do you guys have armor? We can give you an exosuit, but that's not going to save you on land. Yeah, we are close to the hours mark. I don't think either of these two missions are going to take that long. I'm not concerned being in the 2 to 3 hour range, but I don't want to exceed 3. And what's our equipment looking like? We're going to throw land items in here. 4 of you. We have an excessive amount of shotguns because I don't sell them, so we'll just go ahead and give you 6 and I think 18. I think the ammo's low enough to justify 2 spares. We have scout drones. Actually, that's a good call. Hold on. Crew. You go ahead and drop you. Let's throw a scout drone on here. Do we have medkits? Because that could be a problem. We don't. Okay, we have a spare gas cannon, apparently. Stun grenades, we're going to need 14 of those. Die, we're going to need 4... probably... We'll put it up to 16. The drone's here. Do we have anything else here that's super useful to me? I don't think so. We will probably leave it at that. I mean, you guys can have some knives, but that's not really going to do much. Inventory. All the way to this side. One of... What? Oh. What is 9? 9's probably a gas cannon, isn't it? And I imagine we're missing flares. Accuracy-wise, I'm gonna guess you should have a rifle? Everybody has like 60. Ah. That's good. Okay, hold on. Anybody under 70 should have probably the rifle. So I feel like, how much armor is this? Front armor 60. They do have shard weapons from time to time, but having 60 armor against the shotgun, this could be a super useful tank. Also, why is it so windy? One moment. It is pouring. Okay. It was sunny like an hour ago. But yes, I think we're going to have Lix here be a tank, and we'll just see what happens. You are close enough, right? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I think this is good enough. We have, what, 3 rifles on the field? Yeah, because you're at 70. Okay. You guys are going to be good enough to do the settlement. You guys select a new target. Go ahead and take a look at the crash site. Small. Where is this? That's way over there. Okay, this is probably the shortest route to it. I don't know what to expect from you. Shore settlement, yes, we will speed through this. Yeah, Lix might be the first person to die. It'd be quite sad. Oh, I can actually timestamp this correctly. Where is OBS? That's not the window I wanted, is it? Okay. Okay. Scout drone, here's your smoke. I assume this is something of a rangefinder for accuracy. And I don't really have much else to give you guys. Okay. That's not the right button. Great. Where do I... Here we are. I guess we're going to do the standard fly the drone up one tile and watch it get shot. Okay. The rifles are probably the only useful weapon at this range, huh? All 3 of them are here. Okay, that's a good catch. That's a bad shot. How do we see 5 enemies? Ah. Can you kill this guy, please? Thank you. This guy's at the window. Do you see the guy at the window? They all have shard weapons. Okay, we've progressed from shotguns. I hid chat from myself and potentially you guys? Doesn't look like it. Okay. You have a video of yourself buying things in tens. I'll go take a look at that. Probably after stream. Because that is super useful to know how to do. What is your accuracy at this point? What do you mean you can't? Oh, you see the guy in the ground. Okay, well, I'd like this guy to go die. Good. Another shotgun, please. This looks safe enough. Oh, you gotta have time units. Of course. Do you have any fancy stats other than... Actually, I should probably check advanced. I don't know that there's anything... No, not really. Go ahead and shoot the guy on the roof. Super accurate. Okay, cool. Go ahead and drop yourself one of these. You should probably inch forwards and do the same thing. I assume you have... reactions? Some reactions? Enough to shoot the guy running at you? Okay. I'd like Frank to be able to shoot this guy. Here we go. Then we have Mir. Okay. Yeah, the plastic aqua armor is just same old boring. Okay. I mean, I imagine against the shard weapons it's pretty useful, since your front armor sort of functions as extra health. Okay, you can stand here, you can see him from here. You should stand here, I'd say. We will see if we get rushed or not, because that's decent line of sight. This is decent line of sight, though something could run all the way over to here. You should be able to see... Okay. Notice on the turn. There are two of them. You might die. You lived, okay. Well. Could have been worse. Yeah, shard weapons just chew through your armor. Okay, good. Okay. Ah, shotguns. This is what I was hoping for. Not that it's super helpful for you two. You're a really good shot. Is that just the X rifle? Oh, hi there. Okay. We don't see anybody out here still. You still see this guy. Can you hit this? Good. And then you can stand here. You're gonna get one snapshot anyway. I recommend dropping a smoke. Okay, I don't really know what to expect from this guy. Actually, can you shoot that guy too? Yes. You should probably back up a square. Okay, we're gonna see what happens here. Good. Do you see the guy with the shard weapon? Is he panicking? Yes. Can you just... Okay, yeah, we shot the wall out. Okay, you three. Yeah, there's our guy. I might not want to burn all of your shots here. Let's put you in this position here to... just shoot it. And then we'll leave you to potentially react, although I suppose you reacting doesn't really matter. You just need to kill that. Okay. The aim shot here is going to be better than the reaction shot when it gets to, like, here, if we get it. Though we should drop another smoke so you don't have a grenade thrown at you. There is a guy who's not panicking yet. Okay, we got him once. I assume he hit a wall? Yeah. Just back up 2 squares. It's probably better than dropping a smoke here. And the diagonal should be good enough for you here. Yeah, shard weapons on the floor there. No, I wanted to end the turn. Okay. Did the guy out there panic? Yes. Go ahead and keep shooting. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Where did the drone go? Here you are. I flew you up a tile and then forgot you existed. Here's a guy. Yeah, the second you get in range, that means you can both fight each other, which is probably not good. I mean, 2. That changes a lot, actually. We need this guy alive. Okay, can you kill this guy? No, of course not. Okay, we need to do... we need to do multiple things. Drone, how many time units do you have? Do you have enough to fly to here and drop a smoke? Not really. I would recommend flying to here, yet you see the deep one too. Drop this for yourself. Can you land this? Yes, I love being on land. That was really bad. You also probably have the ability to throw that far. I mean, we're in the vicinity, I guess. You should run over and drop a smoke here so you don't get shot by something they haven't found yet. Frank has already shot a guy. The deep... I mean, it's standing on a grenade. Yeah, okay. I'm really curious what the late-game suspicious settlements are going to look like, or if they just stop spawning after a certain point. Okay, well... Did we do nothing? The mutant panicked, and you just wandered. Okay, shoot that guy. Shoot that guy? Guys. Okay, drone. Where's... Nope. That's not what we're here for. That's what we're here for. We are all going to stand on the other side of the map throwing stun grenades. Or not. Neither of you can throw, if I had to guess. Not after you picked up something great time units. There's a spiritual successor to these things, okay. Can you throw that far? Why? There's no way the bush is in your way. What? Why can't you throw through... Whatever. I don't know what the deep one is doing here, but I'm going to capture it because we need it for research, I believe. I guess we're throwing to here instead? For some reason you guys are really good at throwing at that tile, not the deep one. Range. Range, okay. Your weight is fairly low. Ah, okay, fine, just keep moving closer. You should probably stand here and stare at the house. That would be the safe thing to do. Ah, we got him. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean... Well, thankfully the buggy grass wasn't a huge issue, but it's still annoying. This is good accuracy all over the... Well, apparently Kursov did nothing. But everybody else got some good accuracy. We want to get rid of the mutants. The explosives are bad, the shard pistols are youthful. And you lead to Zarbite powered armor. Yes, okay, that's... Can I just jump straight to this? I mean, pretty much. We will be researching... Okay, we can actually do research now. Okay. The USO, I'm not sure what I want to do. Downed UFO crash site. Oh yeah, we'll take a look at this. And I think you all are equipped, right? For the most part, you're a little over, you're a little over. It'll be fine, I'm not going to bother to swap the flare since I have a feeling where are the enemies? Also, are the colors a little off? Oh. We're gonna be here a while. Hold on, go back inside. Oh, incredible. Yeah, this is the same mission with a little tiny UFO somewhere. Looks like it's over here. Hang on, this is thumbnail material. Go ahead and print screen that real quick. There we go. Oh, and welcome. Let me go ahead and paste that somewhere so I don't lose it. Not here. Where's my... There we go. Oh, I can't put a question mark in the name. There we go. So, we're going to be here for an eternity, it looks like. How many of you have gas cannons? 2? 3? I mean, they actually might win on attrition, just us getting old. Whereas you... Scumbot, are you strong enough? I don't want to burn all of your time units so the drone can go back inside. And just to confirm... 20 for auto? Just step outside, take 1. Yes, 0 damage with the Jet Harpoon. And keep in mind, we're doing 48 damage right now. Yeah, the problem is I have to shuffle everybody around inside to give them the gas cannon. We don't have, like, a thermal taser or anything. Do we have extra info? No. Just curious if they were weak to anything in particular. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do this again because... just to reinforce how many of them there are. You can head to here. I will trust you to fire a snapshot. Incredible. I mean, you can fire another one. This is gonna be fun. You're gonna have to move. Are you strong enough? No, okay. We are going to move a bunch of people around here. We need the gas cannons closer. You, unfortunately, do not have the strength with your suit. I know. Please move. You are here, you're here. You should move to this tile. How do I want people to shift? You have a cannon, that's good. I probably put the drone, the second one, over here, and don't worry about it. Okay, you're outside. Take your snapshot. This is gonna be interesting. Go ahead and get out of the way. Go ahead and move to here. How many snapshots can you fire? Looks like at least 2, but... you got it. You can technically fire a second snapshot. Well, at least you heard it. I think you need to move, though, for the drone. Here, you're inside now. How did we see 0 of them on the first turn? Because the smoke wouldn't be here if we... No. Smoke wouldn't be here if we had seen any of them. Alright, you're in the right spot to fire twice, so go ahead and... What part of them do you see? This part? That seems like a bad idea. One step. You can fire... 28 to get inside. I will trust the numbers. Okay. Everybody else gets to fire once, so... Go ahead and step all the way outside, shoot this thing, or miss. Go back. Step outside. That's 2. There's probably 11 more. There we go. Gonna head out. Alright, see ya. Thanks for watching. I mean, this is probably pretty much the last thing we're doing, so you're not missing too much. But yeah, have a nice day, or night, depending on where you are. It's not that late. It could be. Okay. They're just too right on top of each other. Actually, that's probably a good thing. Go ahead and step outside and shoot those. You can't afford to shoot twice there. The problem's going to be when we kill one of them, we're going to destroy the second corpse. Okay. Now, I remember that if you do this, it forces the shot to fire... Oh, there's a drone. Let's not. Try that. Okay, back inside. And they don't bleed either. Yeah, you should probably go back. Can you kill this without shooting yourself? What a shot. We probably have to call that turn since that guy's so close. Okay. Go ahead and take your one shot. Got another one. Yeah, head back in. You see... Yeah, okay, cool. What that means is you all can move 3 tiles out. I probably needed to run you. Oh, I definitely needed to run you. Scumbot, good luck. I run you. Fire for 28 and run back. Yeah, you have time units if you run it. Though, we might actually be safe. Drone, what do you see? Apparently we're fine. Go ahead and fire once, way out. That's a good hit. You forget if the hallucinoids can open doors. My guess is that most aliens can open doors if they path that way. I just don't think they naturally path inside of your craft, unless they're alerted to the fact that you're in there and are going after you. We're gonna just leave it here, I guess. Are you guys strong enough to carry a gas cannon? You are. You can go ahead and move. You can drop most of your loadout. Okay. Okay. With up next, they can just open doors. Okay. Alright, what do we see? You had a lucky turn, bud. That was not a good shot. Do we need... There's one over here, too. Can you hit it? Nope. Okay. Who else? I guess just move the drone? Hold on. So you should... Okay, move forward a tile, move the drone. Somehow we need you back inside. You step over to here, look to your left, fire at pretty much any of them. Oh, here's your target. Run back inside. You can't see that guy. Who do you... Can you hit him? Technically, yes. You should also note that it doesn't flash red if the last hit Good look at this again. If whatever the last hit is what the flash that you get. So, just because it's not flashing red like we did damage doesn't mean we aren't doing damage. You know, you shot something, I can't really complain. Go inside. Does anybody have time units? No. Are you fully out of ammo? No, but I'm going to have you pick one up off of here. And you can run back inside. Go just fire an aim shot. Okay. How are there still more of them? Okay. Can you hit this? No. Probably don't need to go much further than this. I'm always afraid somehow you're going to shoot up and hit the drone, but I don't really think that that's super possible. Is that going to kill it? No. It can't even hurt it. Apparently these things are super armored. It's their peaceful migration route. I mean, they haven't hurt us yet. You're not wrong. There's still two more. You can see one from here? Alright, hold on. Kneel, aim... Never mind, it's gone. So far, we spent 10 minutes blowing up the seafloor. Yeah. I figure this is fine to end stream with if people actually want to go do something else. Because we'll take these back to base. Maybe the USO lands, but we're not doing it this episode. Or stream. As this has become. Do you have a cannon? You do. Okay. The anti-XCOM propaganda pays for itself. Pretty much. Hi. Okay. You should probably go back inside so you don't get blown up. Alright, don't mess this up. Good job. Old alien flight records. I was hoping for inert Illyrium. Unless we got that anyway. We did. Cool. I believe we can sell these. There's no dependencies, and we've researched the project. The inert Illyrium is useful to corpses. Dissection. I'm going to assume that we get something out of it. Stats for the 6 people who picked up a gas cannon? Oh, no. Pierce. Pierce was the guy who shot the rifle to make sure that they were actually indestructible. Okay. Now, if you land... No, you're just kind of gone. Okay. That is going to have to be stream. It's been a good 2 hours. This is not Harmony. Though that was the Reflex 2 type here. And let me take a look. Is it worth recruiting more soldiers right this second? I don't think so. We'll take a look at that at the start of the next episode, but we probably will need multiple craft sooner than later. I could just make a second Triton, couldn't I? What does that cost? We could just make a second Triton. I'll consider that next time. But yeah, it's going to be stream. Thank you all for watching. That was a bit silly. And I will see you all... Will I be on Monday? There might be a stream in the middle of the week, but otherwise I'll see you guys next Saturday. What am I doing? Windows, Windows, Windows. This one. There we go. And yeah, the door is probably worth 600k on a second craft. But yeah. See you all. Thanks for watching. And let me go check out the buying in tens clip here.